Court calls the case People versus Tage Seth.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Orlando Simone, Student Legal Services, on behalf and with Mr. Sheth, who's appearing via Zoom. Tage, would you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Tage Sheth.
Thank you. And Your Honor, we're before the court today, and we're ready to proceed with a resolution. We've provided the court with an advice of rights form that I've gone over with my client, who's signed and dated that. Ms. Hughes and I have a resolution on both cases. As to the 5076 case, we provided the court with a plea form. My client would be pleading to the added count 2 of attempted R&O, the understanding that the count 1 will be dismissed. In the 5637 case, my client will be pleading to counts 3, 4, 5, and 6 with a request under sentencing under the Homes Youthful Training Act. With the understanding
He'll be pleading guilty to counts 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Correct, Your Honor. And requesting sentencing under the Homes Youthful Training Act, and counts 1 and 2 would be dismissed in that matter. Ms. Hughes, is that correct?
He's pleading to a total of 5 different counts. Correct?
That is correct.
That
All
is
right.
correct. And to be clear for the record, he is not approved for HIDA in 5076, the attempt R&O. In 5637, the 4-count misdemeanor on the complaint, I have entered into a sentencing agreement where the defendant is approved for HIDA in that file only.
And that is correct statement, Your Honor. It's our understanding.
Okay. Understanding I can't bind the sentencing judge in this matter, but I understand what the parties are attempting to do. There shouldn't be a problem, but.
And Mr. Sheth understands that as well, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date of April 21st, 2023, at the location of, we've come into contact with Ann Arbor police officer.
I ran. I ran.
Your Honor, if I may.
Okay. Pardon?
Your Honor, if I may ask questions.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Sheth, on April 21st, we're in the area of the Greenwood block.
Yes, I was there.
And at that time, police had come to the Greenwood there to shut down a large block party.
Yes.
And then there was an altercation, and police started coming towards you at one point. And did you run from them?
Yes.
And you saw that there were at least 2 uniformed officers acting in their duty?
Yes.
And you continued to run from them down an alley and eluded them from the scene, correct?
Not really down an alley, but yes, I eluded.
Is the court satisfied?
Well, you knew that you were supposed to stop for these police officers. Is that correct?
They did not command me to do so, but yes, I believe I could have stopped.
Mr. Sheth, were you running from the police and they were directing their efforts to come to you as part of an altercation?
Yes.
And did you believe that you were required to stop and you ran anyway?
Yes, they tried to pull the cartridge taser on me. That was when I knew they wanted me to stop.
And you continued to run even when they did that?
Yes.
All right.
Is the court satisfied, Your Honor?
Well, that seems to be enough. If he'd answer his question straight, then we could get this done. On March 16, 2023, at the location, what did you do at the Michigan tech shop that makes you think that you're guilty of the retail fraud?
I left the store with the pair of headphones without paying for them.
All right. The store was open to the public at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No, Your Honor.
And this property you took was property that was offered for sale?
This was for sale, yes.
Did you only take one item?
Yes.
Hey, folks, somebody explain to me the distinction between 3 and 4 then.
Your Honor, if I may. Mr. Sheth, as to count 3, that was on or about March 6th, close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you entered the U of M tech store, correct?
Yes.
And you took one item without paying for it, as you indicated, yes?
Yes.
And you believe the value of that item to be at least $200 and less than $1,000?
The tech shop was selling it for $349, but you could buy the same item at Walmart for $169.
Well, geez, oh, Pete, almighty.
Mr. Sheth,
Okay, look, I'm not gonna play his game with this. That was a very direct question. We had very direct questions on the other one. It seems to me that he wants to skirt what he's done. So
I will not
will
waste
be
your time.
more than happy. Sir, do not interrupt me. Ever. So I will take his plea when he decides that he wants to be straight about what he's done. So I'll pass the matter. Mr. Simone, if you want to get on the phone with him and have him understand how he's supposed to answer your questions and or the court's questions regarding this plea, we'll finish it today. Otherwise, we can do it another day, or otherwise, I will just set it for an exam. Those are going to be the options. Court is passing these matters. Court recalls the case of the people versus Tej Seth.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
and Orlando Simone Student Legal Services, Your Honor, in behalf of Mr. Sheth. Mr. Sheth, would you please unmute and state your name again for the court?
Page Chef.
Thank you. Your Honor, apologies for the needing to pass this matter. We are ready to proceed with taking the plea.
Is he going to answer straightforward the questions? Because otherwise, I'm just not going ahead. I mean, I let it pass 3 or 4 times with him. If he can either answer the questions or not.
Your Honor, we are ready to proceed. If I may, if I could expedite this matter, Your Honor, if the court would permit me to ask questions on each of the.
You can go right ahead because he wasn't answering yours any better than he was answering mine. So go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is the court satisfied as to the count 3 that we left?
No,
Okay.
because he said he took the headphones. Then when we got to the issue of value, he started saying stuff.
Okay.
So
We'll begin with count 3 then, Your Honor. Mr. Sheth, as to count 3 on the case number 5637 on March 6th, were you in the University of Michigan Tech Shop around close to 3 p.m., 2:50 to 3 p.m. on that afternoon?
March 6th or 16th?
16th. And if we could change this to a date range on the complaint, that is going to fix part of the problem here. We should have charged this as March 16th to April 25th. And then he'll talk about how he keeps going back to the store and stealing all this stuff.
Okay. You have any objection to that amendment?
That's fine, Your Honor. We have no objection.
And so that's from March 16th, 2023 through what date? I'm sorry, Ms. Hughes.
I believe April 7th.
No, April 25th, 2023. Thank you very much, Your Honor, for making that amendment.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Sheth, as to all three counts of retail fraud, were you in one of the University of Michigan tech stores somewhere between the dates of March 16th, 2023 and April 25th, 2023.
Yes, that is correct.
And on 3 of those occasions, starting with count 3, that was one occasion you were in the U of M tech store, correct?
Yes,
And on that occasion, did you take, without paying for it, a pair of headphones?
yes, I did do that.
And you understand, it's your belief that the value of that was at least $200 and less than $1,000, correct?
Yes,
And you didn't have permission to take that item, did you?
I did not have permission.
And the U of M tech store was open to the public.
Yes,
Your Honor, is the court satisfied as to count 3?
Count 3, I'm satisfied.
As to count 4, Mr. Sheth, on this occasion, sometime between those dates, which you've already stated on the record, did you enter one of the U of M tech stores and again take a pair of headphones, a different pair of headphones?
yes,
And you believe the value of that particular set of headphones was at least $200 and less than $1,000?
yes.
And did you have permission to take that item?
I did not have permission.
And you didn't pay for it?
I did not pay for it.
And that store was open to the public at the time?
Yes,
Is the court satisfied as to count 4?
I think you've made a factual basis. Go ahead.
As to count 5, Mr. Sheth, this was a 3rd occasion where you entered one of the U of M tech stores, correct?
yes,
And you took an item that was for sale, that was, what item did you take on that occasion? It was
a
less than
JBL Bluetooth
with
speaker.
a speaker, and it's your belief that item was less than $200 in value, correct?
Yes,
And you didn't have permission to take that item?
I did not.
And the store was open to the public at the time,
Yes, it was.
and you didn't pay for the item?
I did not pay for it.
Very well. And as to count 6, somewhere between March 24th and March 27th, and did you have permission to enter from the owner?
No, not from the University of Michigan.
Is the court satisfied as to count 6?
As to the factual basis, I'm satisfied. Counsel, has the court complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's pleas to these 5 charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
We are satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count in case ending in 5076. His plea of guilty to count 2, count 1 is dismissed. A pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court. Sentencing in that case will be
November 16th at 1:30 p.m. with Judge Valvo.
November 16th, 2023, 1:30,
Yes, sir.
before Judge Valvo. In that matter, bond will continue. In the other matter, court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty to counts 3, 4, 5, 6. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered in that case. Sentencing
November 21st at 8:30 a.m. with Judge Perry.
November 21st, 2023. What time?
8:30.
8:30 before Judge Perry. Bond in this case will also continue. Court does call the case, People versus Deanna Wells.
Marie Rosinski on behalf of the people.
Deanna Wells.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tiffany Hughes on behalf of Ms. Wells.
Deanna
All
Wells.
right.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing on this matter?
Your Honor, I was just made aware of yesterday that there's a video that I need to pick up from the office, so I'd ask for a brief adjournment to get that discovery and go over it with my client.
Okay. So you're seeking an adjournment.
Yes.
We have a bigger problem. And that there is a bond violation report. Do you have a copy of that bond violation report?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, so It's gonna be one of those days. The bond violation report reports that on October 5th, 2023, she's on a scram tether device. On October 5th, there was a drinking event, 0.073, and it decreased slowly. And that event was confirmed by JSG
Your Honor,
as a drinking event.
Your
That's
Honor,
on
may
a
Ms. Wells, let
On
him
Oc-
finish talking.
sorry.
on October 6th. Scram Bracelet detected another drinking event at approximately 11:27 p.m. That was a 0.043, and then it slowly decreased. This was also confirmed as a drinking event. October 9th, 6:20 p.m. Alcohol was detected by the Scram Bracelet. The event showed a reading of 0.028 at approximately, and it slowly decreased until there was a reading of 0. It was confirmed by JSG and the manufacturer as a drinking event. On October 14th, 7:12 p.m., the alcohol was detected by the Scram Bracelet. This event reached a peak of 0.064 and slowly decreased until it was 0. That event was confirmed by Judicial Services Group and the manufacturer as a drinking event. Defendant stated that where they live was getting treated for bed bugs. They stated various chemical sprays are being used and that this caused the positive alcohol detection. So apparently we use bourbon to kill bed bugs. I'm
Your Honor,
sorry. It's my own.
Ms. Wells,
yes.
Pardon? What
Can
does
I-
she have to say about that?
Your Honor, may I
'Cause
speak?
I've got what I'm gonna do, but I'll hear from her on it.
May I speak, Your Honor?
yes,
You
to
want
ask
to.
what you have to say.
Your Honor, Judge Simpson, they told me I currently can use like my body washes and also deodorant. Also, I can use my bleach and all that detergent. That's what the community correction officer had stated to me. So that's what I've been using. I haven't been drinking or anything, sir. I use cleaning supplies and also because my unit they spray for bed bugs.
You
And
use mouthwash?
no, I don't use any mouthwash, sir. The only thing that they told me I can use, they said I can use my shampoos. They said I can use my soaps, and they also said I can use my deodorants and my lotions. That's what they had told me. I don't use any mouthwash or anything, sir.
Okay, all right.
And also,
So,
like,
hold, ma'am,
yeah.
hold on a minute. What are you telling me caused these readings?
I don't know what's causing Judge Simpson because I don't.
Why'd you
when I
tell
like, I
them
clean.
about the bed bugs?
Because the spray, because where I'm living at is bed bugs, and they spray the chemicals, and also like we have cleaning people that comes in the building and they use the chemicals to do the floors as
Okay,
well.
all right, counsel, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Maybe she doesn't understand. I've been doing this a minute. And so if this is what she wants to tell me, then fine. But I got 4 different drinking events.
Your Honor, I'd like
You
to
want
know.
to talk to your client? I usually don't get breakout rooms, but
Yeah, let's talk.
I'm just this. I'm gonna do what I've got to do. But if somebody wants to lie to me, it's just gonna get a lot worse.
I'm not lying to you, Your Honor.
You want to break out room with your client?
Yes.
Yeah, you might need to define what a lie is. Put them into a breakout room, let them talk.
Yes, sir. Going now.
Court recalls the case People versus Wells.
Maria Rosinski on behalf of the people.
Deanna
Good af-
Wells.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tiffany Hughes on behalf of Ms. Wells.
Okay. Does she want a hearing on these?
I believe that she would, and if we could, Your Honor, could we adjust like the scrim and have her do like the blow to show, from my understanding, the deodorants and the shower gels and things that she used, they're not alcohol free, and this is probably where this is coming up, but she like to do a breathalyzer to show that she hasn't been drinking.
How's she gonna do a breathalyzer now?
Not now, but I mean, to show like she hasn't been drinking. Like of course she wouldn't do it now, but if she could test with the breathalyzer, like do her testing with the breathalyzer instead of with the scram.
Well, counsel, what is she claiming? What are you claiming caused these events?
The alcohol from the shower gel that she's been using, the alcohol from her deodorants, the alcohol content in there.
Oh, so we want a hearing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I need a hearing date, so we can do the second, right?
Correct, because we already had 3 p.m.
I'm gonna set a bond violation hearing as well as adjourn the probable cause conference to November 2nd, 2023 at 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right. But in
All
the
right.
interim, I can't ignore this report. I have, counsel, a drinking event on the 5th, the 6th, the 9th, and the 14th of October.
Understood, Your Honor. I understand, Your Honor.
And so in the interim, and here's what's also part of my problem. You're telling me something other than what the defendant told community corrections for these events.
Okay.
And that's a problem for the court. Well, not so much for the court, but certainly for your client. The other issue that I have is that I think I saw in here that that involved in these events, that these events were alcohol related of this underlying case. Am I correct on that, Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, that's correct.
So, I mean, that's why on these charges, she went on a scram tether out of the gate.
Okay. Right. I mean, I understand the court's concerns, Your Honor.
So, given those concerns, also given the fact that I've got these 4 events almost back to back to back, and she's telling them something different than what she's indicated to court at this time. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a heck of a time, because to the extent all of these items contain alcohol, the rate at which it dissipates is not going to indicate by the models to be a drinking event. But if it does, I'd love to be able to see that. And so you're gonna need to show that to me at the hearing. In the interim, however, defendant's bond is revoked. Defendant to report to the Washington County Jail. What time is it? Okay. To report by 7 p.m. this evening.
Your Honor, I have children, Your Honor, that have to get to school. I care
7
for.
p.m. tonight. Or a bench warrant will issue with no bond.
And how long will I be in the county judge?
I'm sorry?
How long will I be incarcerated, Your Honor?
Ma'am, that's in part's gonna be up to you, but I'm not negotiating that. I've ordered you to the Washington County Jail. You got really one of two choices. You can follow my order, get there, have your counsel make the argument to have you released, or you can disobey that and then I'll just send somebody to get you. Those are really your options. And then not gonna matter to me what counsel says.
And Your
So-
Honor, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, am I able to make that argument now? Or does it have to be when she's incarcerated?
She's got to turn herself in. I got 4 drinking events, counsel.
Yes, understandable. So do I go there tonight?
And I'll be honest with you. Neither what she told Community Corrections, nor what she has indicated to you. That makes no sense.
Your Honor, they do spray my unit because they have a lot of roaches and bed bugs.
Miss Wells.
Yes, ma'am.
This-
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So
7
as far as-
p.m. 7
Right,
p.m. And then the hearing is set for the 2nd. Thank you.
Thank you.